Hey songwriters, welcome back to another edition of At Home Songwriting. I'm Chad Shank, and I'm glad that you came along today. Today I'm talking about 8 steps to learning a new style of music. You know, sometimes we get stuck in a rut and we write kind of the same style, we kind of do the same things over and over. One way that you can expand your songwriting vocabulary is to learn how to write in multiple styles. So I'm going to give you 8 steps that you can use to dive in and learn new styles and maybe even discover your own unique new style. So let's go. All right, so step 1 is to find 3 or 4 songs in a style that you want to write in. And don't just pick any song in that style. Pick songs that really make you yourself feel something. So listen in the genre, go online to your favorite streaming site, find the genre that you want to emulate, and really listen to the songs that stick out to you and the ones that you feel like connect with you. So that's step 1. Find 3 or 4 songs that you really dig. Step 2 in this process is to take those 3 or 4 songs that you selected and put them into a playlist on one of your streaming sites or one of your devices. And the key here is once you have this playlist, you should be listening to it almost nonstop for a good week, maybe a few days. And if you can go longer, listen to it a lot because you want some of these sounds and some of the patterns to be ingrained into your subconscious. So you start to subconsciously remember how this style feels, and it kind of gets ingrained inside your mind. So when you sit down to write, parts of that will naturally sort of become part of what you're trying to do. So listen to that playlist a lot. Step 3 is where we start to analyze the songs that you're listening to. So listening to them is one thing because you're sort of feeling them by instinct and just kind of naturally how you react to them. The next step in this is to start analyzing what's actually going on in the song. And this first step is write down and discover the tempos. And if you don't know how to find tempos, there's some apps on like Apple that you can download that can help you find beats per minute. You can also go to sites like chordify.net that will show you the tempos and also the chord progressions of your songs as well. So find the tempos and see where are they sitting from a tempo perspective. Step 4 is to really pay attention to what's happening from a structure perspective. Go through each of the songs that you have in your playlist and write down what sections are happening and what is their structure. And what I mean by that is there an intro and then there's a verse, and is there a pre-chorus and then a chorus, and then after the chorus, is there a post-chorus? Are there musical breaks? What is happening in that song? And the key here is sometimes to even count the measures or count the bars so you understand how long each section is so you can start to build a skeleton for your own song. So looking at the structure gives you a good sense of how to make a strong structure that works because it's already working in another song. Step 5 is looking at chords and chord progressions. So what types of chords are in the song? Are they straight up triads, 3 notes, that's it? Are there chord extensions like minor 7 chords, minor 9 chords? Like what kind of chords are they? And then also look at the chord progression and find what chords in the key are the writers using. And the thing is you can use chord progressions from other songs in your songs because you can't copyright chord progressions. So it's a great way to learn and figure out how to get a similar sound to what you're aiming for. And the other thing in the chord progression is pay attention to when the chords change. Are they changing on a measure? Are they changing every 2 measures? Are they changing chords multiple times in one measure? Pay attention to the types of chords, the chord progression, and then where the chords are changing. All right, step 6 for learning a new genre or new style is to go through not only the songs on your playlist, but also the songs that are popular within the genre, and write down what the topics and the content are about. What are people and artists in that genre writing about? Are they relationship songs? Are they in first person? Are they direct address? Are they third person songs? Are they story songs? Are they more abstract, emotional songs? Pay attention to some of the content. Obviously, you don't have to copy that all the time. And in fact, putting new content to another style can sometimes create some cool things. But it's good for you to know what's happening within that genre, especially if you're looking to write for artists that are in the genre and trying to connect with an audience, because that audience gets used to hearing a certain type of song, and you kind of want to give your audience what they're craving. All right, so number 7 is pay attention to the arrangement and the production from an instrumentation standpoint. So listen to what instruments are being used. Are they using acoustic drums? Are they using electronic drums? Is it an electric bass? Is it a synth bass? Is it an acoustic bass? What kind of guitars are they using? Are they using a lot of ear candy? What's happening from a production standpoint? Because a lot of styles, when you look under the hood, they're not doing anything differently than other genres, but what's happening is the production makes it sound different than other styles. I look at songs kind of like architecture, where every building has studs in the walls, there's pipes and all the electrical cords and all of the engineering stuff. But on the outside, that's where the architects get creative and make it look pretty and fancy and futuristic. And that's the same with music. A lot of times what's happening in the song could be in any genre, but you're decorating it with certain production aspects. So pay attention to the production. And step number 8 is to really learn how to play some of the songs that you've been listening to, or at least learn how to mimic the songs that you've been listening to. There's nothing more powerful than trying to recreate what you're hearing, because it trains your mind to think in a different way, and it can help you determine what is happening in these songs and how can you make them your own and make them more powerful. So step 8 is to really learn the songs and try it for yourself. Hopefully these 8 tips are helpful as you learn how to make a new genre. If you want to join me for live songwriting workshops, be sure to check out the link in this description. I do monthly, and sometimes even more than monthly, online songwriting workshops with at-home songwriting on meetup.com. So hit the link, sign up to join the group, and hope to see you at a live workshop. And check out some of these other videos to see if you can get some more tips from me on how to help your songwriting. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully you'll come back, and yeah, we'll see you next time.